Yes.
Okay, so it's live. All
Yes,
right, no
sir.
sweat. You see some comments on the thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what you got? Is some people in there? All right, so look, check it out, y'all, man. This is the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And we're here tonight to do the Brotherhood and the Sisterhood class. And what the Brotherhood and Sisterhood is, to us, it's our foundation. It's the foundation that we build everything on top of. It's what the Lord wanted from us, and it's what what Christ actually prescribed for us, so that we can get out of this hell that we living in. All right. So let me go ahead and share the class, and if I suggest everybody out there share the class, because tonight is going to be about endurance. All right. Y'all see what's going on with with the SNAP benefits already? People stealing already, but I guess we'll see what's going on with that. All right. Okay, so we got okay, so everything seemed like it's up to par. All right, give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, so we got okay, so everything seemed like it's up to par. All right. All right. So tonight's class is going to be about endurance. And Salaki, y'all, if my background is a little jacked up, once more brothers show up, we'll be, everything will get fixed the way that it looks nice and pretty for everybody for your viewing experience. But as of right now, what we're going to be talking about is endurance. And the first thing I want to do before we get started is give the floor to anybody that might have any questions or anything like that. And young man, you can let me know if anybody in the chat has anything that they want to say. You can let me know. If not, we'll move on. But let me get you got an apocrypha? You don't got an apocrypha?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is probably what you want right here, right? So I'm gonna go to 2nd Ezra. You know how to get around the apocrypha? Like, you know how, like
Yeah, like go to.
Okay, so 2nd Ezra 7 and 6. Let me see. Let me get it for you, and then I'll just hand this off to you. All right. And then all I want you to do is just read down, and then we're gonna go ahead and knock these verses out. All right. All right. All right, so we're going to go to the book of 2nd Ezra, and we're going to go to the 7th chapter. All right, here we go. All right, so let me give you this real quick. All right, here you go. It's going to be 2nd Ezra. You see it? And it's going to be the 7th chapter. And we're going to start at the 6th verse. You see it? You don't see it? I got you, man. Hold on. I got you. Matter of fact, I'll probably just read it. I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't navigate the Bible.
Oh, no. Ain't no problem, man. Ain't no problem at all. No sweat. We're going to knock it out. See, this is what I used to do in the beginning, man. You know what I mean? See, in the beginning, when a lot of people ain't come to class. Now, you good. Go ahead and have a seat. A lot of people didn't come to class. But one thing about when you teaching or you speaking or whatever, you always got to be willing to teach the wall, because everybody ain't always going to be around all the time. So the main thing is that, you'll be able to, if you can be able to teach a wall, then you'll be able to do great things, young man. You'll be able to do great things. When we go out at the camp and we speaking and ain't nobody out there like that, then we'll just teach the damn brick wall. And long as you can do that, you'll be fine. All right. So I don't have no problem with reading because it's just the way I started. All right, let's do it. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, and this is the 7th chapter, and we're going to start at the 6th verse. So it says, there is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field and is full of good things. All right, and one thing too, just so everybody know, that the Apocrypha is in between the book of Malachi and the book of Romans. So when you read the book of Malachi, that's when the Persians and the Medes were ruling. And then it skips all the way into when you get to the Roman Empire. And the one thing that's missing is the Greek Empire. And they took that out because this actually shows how the oppressor came into power, right? And it actually calls him, the wicked, of course, you know what I mean? So this was taken out. I believe it was in the 1800s. Y'all could get me right on it in the chat. I think it was maybe about the 17 or 1800s. It was taken out because they said it was non-canonical, of course. But it absolutely is. And, you can go in here and you can find out about, like the Feast of Dedication, the rest of the book of Esther, and then, of course, you got 2nd Ezra's, Ecclesiasticus, and Wisdom of Solomon, different books like that, Baruch. And there you can find all of those books inside of the Apocrypha. All right. So this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 7, verse 6. Chapter 7, verse 6. It says, there is also another thing, a city that's builded and set upon a broad field, right? Full of good things. And it's full of good things. The entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there was a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water. So that's really how it is, like when you walk in this walk to get the kingdom of heaven. Or it's basically like it's like to get to this city, it's a narrow passage to get to it, right? There's fire on one side and there's deep water on the other side. So the path is narrow to get to this city that's built on this hill, right? It says, and the only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could be one man go there at once. Right. So imagine this path. This path is very, very narrow. It's so narrow that only one person can go at a time. See, in the church, the path is wide, right? You see 40,000 people sitting in there, listening to somebody sing and dance all day. $50,000. I said $50,000. 60,000 people going to some church where, the pastor is going to tell them 1,000 plus 1,000. You know what I mean? And they're going to clean everybody out. And that path is wide because everybody's there. It's nationally accepted. When it comes to the truth, it'd be one brother at a time, one sister at a time. One brother wakes up to this truth, another sister wakes up to the truth, and it just goes back and forth. Maybe two brothers might come in at once. Sometimes I've seen 4 or 5 brothers come in at the same time. But the path is very narrow. All right. So it says, if this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? Meaning this, when you come into this truth, there is no option but class. There is no option but learning this truth. And there is no other option but going through the narrow path. And a lot of brothers and a lot of sisters think that this truth is something that's going to be super easy, that, because you see Captain Tazariak, you think that that's what you want to be, a scripture champion, when that's totally fine. You could do that. But guess what? It's going to take work. It's going to be a narrow path, right? There's going to be times you're going to have to wake up and go to camp and you ain't going to want to go nowhere. There's going to be times that you're not going to want to come to class. But you know what? Those are the times that I always make sure that I go. When I don't want to do something, I always make sure that that's the thing that I do. Because you know what? It's easy just to be like, you know what? I'm going to just go ahead and chill, because it's very, very hard. The path is narrow. So you want to always make sure that you stay on that narrow path, right? Because so many people fall off. Man, I've seen people fall off and then become, then they survive in a cult. Now Christ ain't black no more. The Israelites ain't black. None of that even matters anymore, because you didn't want to go to camp, or you had an issue with a brother that you didn't want to, go to that brother about, or a sister might have had an issue with another sister and she didn't want to go to that sister to figure out what the issue was, right? And so you fall off of that path, right? There's no other option but class, but camp, but doing what the Lord wanted you to do, all right? And so I'm going to read on. So it says, if the city now were given into a man for inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? Meaning this, right? When a rich man passes his money down to his son never knows what it's like to work, right? That's Donald Trump. Like, Donald Trump doesn't know what it's like to work hard, because everything was given to him his whole life, right? So he's not gonna be able to empathize with the working man. He's gonna talk like he can, but he doesn't know what it's like to clean a toilet. Donald Trump doesn't know what it's like to, have to stand on a line for food stamps. He doesn't understand about those types of things. So, he's not going to understand. But when it comes to the truth, how are you going to get the kingdom of heaven if you're not willing to do what it takes to get the kingdom of heaven? I always say the reason that we don't have the kingdom of heaven is because as a people, we're not fit to have the kingdom of heaven. How are we going to have the kingdom of heaven in one breath? We saying that, it's Juneteenth, and then right after that, you celebrate the 4th of July. How are we gonna say? I seen on my social media, somebody put on there, it's a blackout because the stamps is gone. It's a blackout now. Now we ain't gonna go to no stores, right? In November, we ain't going out on Black Friday, right? We ain't buying no food for Thanksgiving. They want to play with us. We ain't gonna go out and do nothing, right, this month. That was the goal. But guess what? Now the food stamps comes out. What are you gonna do now? And we still, protesting. We're still not gonna eat Thanksgiving dinner. That's why we're not, that's why we don't have the kingdom of heaven, because we're too double-minded and we don't stand on anything. I ain't seen another blackout post on social media. Once they said that they was going to start paying out partial benefits, now I guess all of the, I guess Thanksgiving is back on. So y'all, you see my point here. It says, verse 10, and I said, it is so, Lord, that said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion, because for their sakes I made the world. And when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was decreed that now is done. Right. So now it's going to be harder. Now we got to work. Right. So now when you are in this truth, or, you a sister in this truth, and you wake up to the truth, then now the work starts. Now the Lord has given you the opportunity to come back and learn who you are. And, the things that you're supposed to be doing to serve the Lord correctly. And now that you understand these things, now it's time for you to work, right? So it is no falling off, right? I don't care if you've been in the school for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. I mean, think about it, right? Commander General Yohana been in the truth longer than everybody. And he still do the class every Monday night. So what's your goddamn excuse? You know what I mean? What's your excuse? General Hyman still do classes on Mondays and Thursdays every damn week. And he been in the truth longer than you. And so what's your excuse? Right? Oh, you tired and you want to go home. Your girl tripping. She tripping. All right, I understand. She tripping. You know? And you know, and we gotta stop looking at the truth like it's a slavery. The truth is not a slavery. You know what I'm saying? Like a slavery is what, you know, don't call off, you know, don't call me talking about I can't make it to camp. You know, you ain't got to do all of that. I'd rather you just tell me you don't want to go to camp. That'd be more honorable than you trying to treat me like, you know, like the oppressor, of course, you know. So today's class is about endurance. It's about having the mental fortitude, having the things necessary for you to move forward, the tools, rather, for you to move forward, man, and not let those things go, all right? Because one thing we don't want to forget is why you're here. Don't forget when you first came into the truth and you wanted your name so bad. It was just, you know, that was just all you wanted to do was just get your name, you know? You even tried to throw hints at it, little subtle hints about getting your name. Oh, it'd be so nice when I get my name. Yeah, I hear you. And then you get your name and you fall back. You know, a lot of brothers coming in this truth. You know, you all you want to do is get your name and be a trooper. You carry two signs and that's as far as you get in the truth is the trooper, right? What you want to do is you want to keep that endurance up and you want to be able to master something in your life for once and be able to be who the Lord calls you to be. All right. Let me drop that. Let me get I'm gonna go to Ecclesiasticus 12 and 12. All right. Ecclesiasticus 12 and 12. We stand in the Apocrypha. All right. Okay, Ecclesiasticus 12 and 12. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. My bad, y'all. It might be Ecclesiastes. Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to just check my scriptures real quick. We're going to hold it down till the brothers get here. Let me see. Damn, rip my damn Bible. All right. Well. Let me check Ecclesiastes real quick, y'all. Hold on. It's Chronicles. All right, so Ecclesiastes 12. Let me see if that's the right scripture that I need. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Ecclesiastes. My fault, y'all. Ecclesiastes 12 and 12. It says, and further, by these, my son, be admonished of making many books, right? There is no end, because that's where we get jacked up too. Because everybody, you reading 1,000 books and you all over the place. What you got to do is you got to focus. That's really the key to everything in life that you want to be successful at. You have to focus. You can't do everything, right, at one time. You got to focus on one thing. So if that thing is, coming in the truth, doing what you got to do, coming to classes, learning so that you can go out in the street and teach, then you want to stick to that. You don't want to be, coming into the truth, trying to teach us why we should do karate. You shouldn't come into the truth trying to, tell us why, why we should worry about that the earth is flat. What you need to do is you need to come in and need to focus, right? Read your scriptures, learn the correct way, all right? That's how you'll get the understanding that you want, and that's how everything that might be trying to distract you won't be distracting you, because you'll have a foundation, right? So it says, my son, be admonished of making many books. There is no end. As much study is a weariness of the flesh, right? Because there's only one book of God's laws. You know what I'm saying? Because, when you have many books, you know what I mean? You kind of, like I said, you're all over the place. And this is why, the Bible is telling you not to worry about so much, because, when you're looking at the scriptures, you got a lot of people that be like, well, what about the book of Enoch? What about the book of Thomas? And what about the book of this and book of that? And those things get you jacked up because you don't have the proper footing that you need to be successful at what you're trying to do, right? So remember, endurance is the key. Always make sure that you stand down, 10 toes. Ain't that what they say? 10 toes. Make sure you stand 10 toes flat and you're not deviating off of what the goal is. All right. I'm gonna save that one. And let me get Hebrews 12:4. All right. Let me get Hebrews 12:4. You got your Bible? You got an app? You do?
Yes.
All right, you got an app. What did it say? Where you at? You at Hebrews 12:4?
It says in your struggle.
No, that's I'm sure you in Hebrews though? Yeah, ain't no problem. Yeah, just yeah, if you got the app, man, you should be there before me. I got the old school. I'm in the book. All right, let me see. All right, so we're gonna hold it down, man. I want to who we got in the chat? You can see that, right?
Yes.
Who we got in the chat?
We got Officer Dashian.
Officer Dashian, what's going on? Shalom, Mark. You're having a hard time reading them names, huh?
The Rib of Priest and Officer Lakarab.
Okay, the Rib of Priest Officer Lakarab. All right, yeah. Do me a favor, y'all, man. Share the feed, man. We talking about endurance, right? So we got some brothers that's got a lot of endurance. They on their way here right now, right? Weaving through traffic. All right. So let me I'm gonna go to Hebrews 12:4. All right, and it says, "Ye have not resisted unto blood." Right. So what's being said here is this: you come into this truth to serve the Lord. We ain't got persecuted. Ain't nobody coming and you down. You ain't nobody came to camp and punch you in the mouth, right? So what are you so damn afraid of, right? Why are you afraid to endure? Ain't no sisters coming up in here, you know what I'm saying? Trying to, whoop a sister's tail in here because, she's seen something on Instagram. No. So if you're not resisting on the blood, then what the hell is your excuse, right? You should always strive to be better. You should always have the endurance to be better, right? If you're not resisting on the blood, it says ye have not resisted unto blood, striving against sin. You know what I mean? So all we requiring of you is to come and sit down in class for 2 hours out of the day. 2 stinking measly hours out the day. That's literally all the school is asking of you. And within that 2 hours, you might do something. You might, I don't know, sweep the damn floor, put a chair out, set a table up, push a button, right? In 2 hours. We go to these slaveries and the oppressor tell you to do what to do, and you do it for 16, right? But when it comes to, you know, having the endurance to do something for the Lord, we just can't do it. But when you need the Lord, you're going to want the Lord to be there for you. And the Lord is going to remember when you know, now that, and then Salakia. And if you a brother that can't endure, then I mean, what the hell are you going to do? You're gonna know that your brothers is out there at camp fighting and going to war, and you sitting up underneath some monster cracking your toes. You know what I mean? Arguing. You would rather do that than be out there fighting with your brothers like a war is going on outside, and you sitting in the house like a right, Sister Sue. There's a war going on outside, man. You know what I mean? Your husband out here fighting a war, trying to, you know, keep you safe, right? A lot of sisters won't even come into the truth. Just a thought of the fact that you could get another wife. Just the thought of a brother having just the thought of it. Most of the brothers I do know don't even have more than one wife. They got one. And there's women that will not even come to the truth, man, and get everything the Lord is trying to give you for the thought of a nigga having another woman. As if they go out to the club and they're talking to a dude that only got one woman. Come on now. We can't be that foolish. You can't be that foolish, right? Hold on, let me see. Salaka, y'all. Shalom, Lord Christ.
Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ. Hey, Cap, Salaki. I'm running so late, I'm not going to get there until about like 8:25.
Man, just go home, man.
All right,
Just have a good night, man. I got this, man. All right, Lord Christ. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, you know what I mean? Like we got to understand, like, let me focus back in. Ye have not resisted unto blood, striving against sin. Meaning this, the things that you go through in this truth is not as bad as you would like them to seem, right? And so what it's saying is here is that you can, you haven't resisted on the blood, so you can do the work, all right? Pretty much, all right? Let me go here. I'm gonna save that one. Let me go to 1 Peter 1 and 13, all right? 1 Peter 1 and 13. It says, wherefore gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Jesus Christ, right? So it says, wherefore gird up the loins of your mind, meaning this, get strong. You know what I mean? Like, get strong, like gird up the loins of your mind. Like when you go to war, you gird up your loins, like you put that war belt on and you make yourself, you know what I mean? Strong against attacks, right? You want to make sure that you're strong-minded. You have a strong will, and you're not, coming in here and, now you could come in weak, but you can't stay weak. All right. You want to make sure that you're strong, right? You want to gird up your loins. You want to put off the former lust, the things that you were doing before you got into the truth. Those are the things you want to change, right? You don't want to be coming in here trying to keep the same things that you were when you were out in the world, right? If you had a anger problem in the world, you don't want to come in here with the same anger problem, right? If you was a person that couldn't, have friends in the world because you were just too weird, you can't come into the truth and be the same way. You got to be something different. And here, you can't bring the same person that you was, the same demons that you had before, right? You can't bring those over into the truth. You gotta fight those demons, and you gotta work to be something different. All right. You got to gird up your loins, right? It says, Salakia. It says, Salakia. 1 and 13. Let me get back to 13. It says, wherefore gird up thy loins of your mind, be sober, right? You want to be clear-minded, right? When you're dealing with the truth. You want to be clear-minded when you're going out here in the streets and you're talking to people and you're dealing with people. You want to be a clear-minded individual. You don't want to be a drunk. You don't want people to see you as, you know, just because we can drink liquor and we don't smoke weed, that doesn't mean that you can just be overly, drunk when you're in the truth, right? You can't do those things. You have to make sure that you're sober, which is clear-minded, all right? It says, and wherefore guard up the loins of your mind, be sober, hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, right? As obedient children, not fastening yourselves according to the former lusts in your ignorance, right? So when you come into the truth, you don't continue smoking weed. When you come into the truth, you don't continue doing the things that you were doing before you came into the truth, right? Because what's going to happen is you're going to mess up your endurance, right? You're going to mess up the things that's going to keep you on the right path. Because remember, that path is very narrow, right? It's a very narrow path. It's water on one side and it's fire on the other side. Because remember, the prize is what's at the end of this narrow path that you're on. That the prize is on the other side. And if everybody could get to the prize, then it really wouldn't be a prize, right? And so that's why it stresses that you have to be strong-minded. You got to be sober and all of those things, right? And you got to put off the former lust, right? Of the lust in your ignorance, right? You got to be mentally strong to endure, right? Enduring until Christ comes. All right. Let me get Matthew 10 and 35. Let me see. The book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 35. Okay. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father. Variance is like, let me see. Let me look up variance. It's more like opposed. It's like opposed. Well, let me look it up just for the sake of it, right? The fact of variance, the fact or quality of being different, right? Divergent. Y'all seen that movie before, right? The state or fact of disagreeing, quarreling, right? So what you want to do is when you serve Christ, it's going to put you at a variance between people, right? Depending on how the people that you're around is preaching Christ, right? Now, if you're preaching Christ, like Christ loves everybody, we all can come together and we all when you saying it like that, everybody's gonna love you, right? I saw, little Kim, when she went to which I think she got a music award or a Grammy or something, she walked up there with her boobie hanging out. And the first thing she said is, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? If you're like that, then of course everybody's going to love you. Donald Trump is a damn Christian. right? The KKK is Christians, right? But when you start teaching the truth about Christ, everybody's going to hate you. Your mom's going to hate you. You know what I'm saying? Your brothers, your cousins, your auntie, your grandmom, right? Who thinks she knows something, which she don't. She's going to be at variance with you because you're going to be teaching that Christ is a black man. Because all of a sudden now that we teach that Christ is a black man, now all of a sudden color doesn't matter. But when he was white for the last, the last 3, 4, 5, 6 centuries, right? It was, it didn't matter. It was cool. It was cool. And nobody even thought about it. But now that we say Christ is black now, oh man, it doesn't matter what his color is. All right. So when you teach the real about Christ, it's going to offend people. And it's going to set you at variance with the people that's in your household, being your mother, right? Your grandmom, your brother, your uncle, your auntie, right? Even in a lot of cases, your wife, right? Your husband. It's going to set you at variance, right? So it says, think not that I'm come to, no, Salaki 35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Let me see something real quick. Oh, okay. So it says that I have come, I'm going to read it one more time. It says, for I have come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Now, the mother-in-law, she's going to be tight once she find out that you can get another wife because you in this cult called, the Israelites. So, and the women, they're gonna definitely get it too. You know what I'm saying? When they come into this truth, because you're gonna have your homegirl calling you stupid and all that kind of things and all those types of things because of what you believe, right? I thought that we lived in America where it was free, the freedom of religion. I guess in America the freedom is for everything else but being an Israelite, anything else but being a Jew, all right? That you got the freedom to do anything else. Now, if we was out here saying that we came from the ancient tomb of Tumare, nobody would give a damn what we were saying. It wouldn't be not one person doing a documentary on us. But because we say that we're the chosen people of God, now that is something that is going to get you canceled, right? Because it sets you at variance when you serve Christ, when you teach the real about the Bible, right? When you start keeping the commandments, right? And not following these stinking holidays like Thanksgiving, then you'll be at variance with everybody else. Then it'll be you against the world, right? Let's get it. Verse 36. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. And for that, a lot of brothers lose their endurance. A lot of sisters lose their endurance in this truth. You let your auntie spank you in the scriptures, right? And now you back celebrating your birthday again, celebrating holidays that we know is pagan. Everybody got a smartphone. You know it's pagan, but you do it anyway because it's just the right thing to do, right? And that's where we lose our endurance at for this truth. You stay in the world, and when you stay in the world, you're going to lose like everybody in the world is going to lose. All right. It says, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. A lot of people won't come into the truth because they don't want to make their kids sad on Christmas. That's why they just keep doing it, right? Because you don't want to make your kids sad. Even though you know that the kids don't deserve to get nothing on Christmas. If I guess if that's the way the damn holiday is supposed to go, you can't stand to see them sad. So even if a kid is bad, it don't matter. You're still going to get them something, right? So the whole thing about it is that if you're going to serve the Lord, you got to be willing to keep it biblical. You got to be willing to forsake your children, right? Forsake your brother, your mother, and everybody, right? You got to be willing to do the opposite of what everybody else is doing, right? They'll respect you for it more than they'll respect you for, saying that you're an Israelite and then going back into the world and just doing what they do, right? You don't want to be like that, of course. You want to always stand on something, keep that endurance up, and then people will start to respect you, all right? It says, he that loveth his father or mother, this is verse 37, Matthew 10:37. He that loveth his father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. So we're about to see on Thanksgiving, we're about to go out there. Now that they done gave you partial payments of your SNAP benefits, you're going to go out there and spend what they gave you on a stinking turkey, right? And so that you can make your children happy or, make your family happy, right? That's what's going to end up happening. And because of that, you're not worthy of what Christ has to offer you. You're not worthy of what the Lord has to offer you, right? Can you get better? Yes, you can. Because, just like everybody else, we was in the world too, right? But at this moment, you are not worthy, right, of what, the Lord has to give you. And that's why a lot of times he doesn't give you the truth, right? A lot of these things that are done, that we teach, it sounds like something foreign to you because the Lord didn't give you the ears or the eyes to understand what was going on. All right. Verse 38. And he that taketh not his cross, your cross is your burden, right? He that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me, right? So if you in a house and you're not taking up that cross, then you're not worthy of following Christ, right? If you want to stay home all the time because you just feel like it's just better to just chill in the crib, right? And that'd be the craziest thing to me. Cats will be like, you can never make it to class, but you can always make it to work. Ain't that something? That's kind of wild to me, right? You can always make it to work, but you can never make it to class. Your car always work when you got to go to work, but it don't work when you got to go to class. That's kind of wild right there to me. You know what I'm saying? You better have some to keep that endurance. That's what you better do. All right. Let me go to Luke 14:26. Luke 14:26. Let's get it, y'all. Who we got in the chat? I know you know how to work because you've been texting, so I know you know how to read what's in the chat. Luke, let me see. Luke.
Young man Michael Love.
Young man Michael. Okay. Y'all in here? Let me see.
What?
What you say?
Luke what?
I didn't hear you.
You said Luke what?
You said his name was Luke. I didn't hear that last part you said.
No, I'm saying what Bible precept are you
Oh, it's Luke 14. Luke 14:26. Luke 14:26. All right. Okay, so it says Luke 14:26. It says, if a man come to me and hate not his father and mother, and wife and children, and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. Meaning this, when you come into this truth, man, you got to be willing not to follow holidays. You got to be willing not to celebrate your birthday, right? And then furthermore, all of these holidays that we celebrate, and you don't even know what you're celebrating it for. You just do it because it's just a tradition of America. You don't even know. I seen people like literally on a video fighting in goddamn costumes. Like, what the hell? Wonder Woman fighting Spider-Man. Like, I mean, come on. We have to understand that if we're not willing to go against the things that this world presents. Now, you know, our parents, they raised us to be, you know, who we are, who we came up to be. You know, the world taught you how to survive, right? But when you come into this truth, now you have to understand how to do the things that the Lord wants you to do, right? You want to be able to have the endurance and never let that endurance go so that you don't fall behind once you do get the truth, right? And it says, if any man come to me and hate not his father and his mother, right? Because your father and your mother are celebrating holidays. Your father and your mother don't follow Christ, right? Your father and your mother are trying to, you know, get you out of this cult, right? They're not trying to, you know, do the things that, I rather, they're not trying to, you know, hear what the hell, you know, you coming home with the new things that you're learning, because they're in the world, right? And obviously the Lord called you because the Lord saw something special in you. And so you don't want to throw that back in the Lord's face. All right. And remember when you, and this Salakia, and then also remember when you're not, you know, when you are, you know, keeping the commandments and you're not celebrating, you know, the holidays and doing the things and eating pork and all the things that are against the Lord, then that is hating your parents, right? That is hating your wife. That is hating your daughter and your son, right? When you do the things that are for the Lord, right? All right. Let me get John 15 and 18. All right. John 15 and 18. If the world hates you, know that it hated me before it hated you, right? And this is where a lot of people get jacked up, because you seem to think that you know, somebody's you know, a lot of people will leave out the truth because, you know, you feel like people are hating on you more because you're in the truth, right? So you give them what they want and you leave the truth, right? The reality of it is you know, you ain't did enough work for people to be hating on you. You know, you just you have an overinflated ego, and you're really not doing as much as you think you're doing. So, you know, a lot of that you know, stuff that you're talking about, you know, people are hating you, they're really not hating you for anything because you don't do enough work for people to hate you. All right. So what you want to do is you want to understand that when you're serving Christ and the world hates you, like I've been at camp where, you know, they've thrown stuff at us, and, you know, the Muslims pull up, and, you know, and people come and spit and do all kinds of crazy stuff because you are teaching that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true Israelites, right? Now that's real hatred, right? When you know, but not a lot of the stuff that, you know, people be telling me. They be like, well, you know, she don't like me that I come and I cook for the class. Like, come on, right? You know what I mean? Like those types of things, yeah, she might dislike the fact that you're doing it, but at the end of the day, man, that means absolutely nothing, right? You want to always keep that endurance. And then let me tell you something, man, like when people know that you're not going to, you know, be shaky off of anything, they're going to respect you for being that way, right? They're going to make sure that they respect you because they see that you actually stand on something and you have a foundation like we always talk about. Right. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Okay, here we go. It says, if the world hates you, know that it hated me before it hated you. And if ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore, the world hateth you, right? Because if you was part of the world, man, the world will love you. You see, I know y'all seen what's this stupid nigga, man. Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? They love Floyd Mayweather, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the world. This stupid dummy is up there talking about that, you know, he's staying with Israel no matter what they do. Like, okay, as if you don't see the damn genocide that's being, you know, and neither one of them is supposed to be over there, but damn, you can't see that. And balling and having money means more to this dude. I mean, that's clear that balling, somebody should have knocked him out. That's what I think. Somebody should have knocked him out, then he probably wouldn't be where he at today. But you know, that's clearly somebody who has sold their soul to the devil. You know what I mean? When you could get up there and just completely just disregard anything that has. And then what makes it so crazy is that he actually thinks that if he goes up there and says that he supports Israel and he has the backlash and he really thinks that that's really helping the Jewish cause, I guess. I don't know. Y'all get me right on that. If y'all think that, you know, he's actually, you know, it actually means anything because he's saying that he supports Israel. I don't know. It just seems like it's kind of weird to me how, you know, you can get up there and just be a puppet. You know, Floyd Mayweather, man, he'll never be the greats, man. He'll never be like Muhammad Ali, ever. He will never be like Mike Tyson. At least Mike Tyson went to jail for rape, and he's still better than goddamn Floyd Mayweather. Who's better than Floyd Mayweather, man? Let me see. Who's better than him, man? Terrence Crawford. Anybody is better than that nigga there. He's a damn idiot. Like, he just shows like he'll do anything to keep up his image. He'll do anything. Anything. You know, like he'll literally do anything. All right. Let's I thought that was going on. Sloggy. What's going on? Little case. Yeah. So let me get let's go up to 19 real quick. I'm gonna just focus everybody back in, man. John 15 and 18. And then we're gonna bust this this parable of the sower down, all right?
All right, sir. I got it. This is the book of John, chapter 15 and verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
If the world hate you, you know that it hate me before it hated you.
Right. For a lot of these Christians, man, the world don't hate you, man. Everybody in America is a Christian. Every single person that's in America is a Christian. Everybody. I see strippers with damn crosses around their necks, praying before they get to the bag. Right? Everybody's Christian. Even the Muslims are Christians. Everybody. Right? I don't give a damn if you're an atheist. You're still a Christian. Because how the hell are you an atheist celebrating Christmas? I even when you say you don't believe in God or Christ or nothing like that, you still celebrating Easter. You still going out there taking your kids to an Easter egg hunt, right? Because you are a Christian. Go ahead.
Verse 19. If ye were of the world, the world would love his own.
Yeah, we know that. The world will love his own. Glorilla got a Grammy for the best gospels. Was it gospel album? The best gospel album. The gospel song, man. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Like, come on now. You know, this is the world loves his own, right? But if you're not of the world, keep reading. Whatever you got it.
But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world.
Right. The Lord didn't choose the pastor. He didn't choose the pastor. Why would he give the understanding of the Bible to some big head Negro who don't know nothing? Why would the Lord do that? So that you could run off and just do what the hell you want to do with the truth? No. Lord ain't gonna give it to you. Remember, the road is narrow. It's narrow. It's water on one side, fire on the other side. It's very, very narrow. And if you think that the church is a narrow road, it's not. Because guess what I see when I was a truck driver? Churches. Guess what? Guess where they were? In every nook and cranny of America. I don't give a damn if you was in nigga keep running Mississippi. There was a church in the backest of the back. I got lost and found a church. Damn. I was lost. And I seem to find churches.
Crazy.
What we say? Right. Still found a damn church. I found churches on the mountains. On the side of mountains, there was churches.
That's heavy.
You know what I mean? Like churches are everywhere. The world, man, look, man, being a Christian ain't nothing new. You think just because you a Pentecostal, oh no, you know what? I'm just like y'all. I'm agnostic. No, you're still a Christian. I don't give a damn what you say. You're still a Christian. If your pastor is not pulling out a goddamn what's that thing that you pull down? The thing that you put a projector on.
The movie screen.
A projector screen. If you're not pulling out the goddamn white erase board and saying, okay, look, this is what the Bible, you know what I mean? Here, we got to go here to this scripture, blah, blah, blah. He ain't doing that. If he ain't telling us we Israelites, he ain't telling you the truth. I always wondered this about the truth, right? Think about this, right? Every single Israelite group, right? And I'll say it like that. I'm not even going to call them a fake Israelite group, right? Every single Israelite group out there wears their fringes on their t-shirt, right? Damn near, I don't know I think it might be everybody. Y'all get me right. Everybody says Shalom, right?
Concept.
So it's like, this is the way I think, because I always be thinking. Now, it's either everybody's right and we're wrong, or everybody's wrong and we're right. Right? Try that on. That's how I think. I be like, wait a minute, everybody got fringes on their t-shirt? Go ahead.
So like you said, if I may, or everybody just trying to reject us and trying not to be like us. Because they not us. And they not us.
But see, in that, I look at that and I say, this is right.
Right.
Why would I go with something that everybody accepted? That doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? Like, I never lived life like that. Like when I knew I was in the truth when we was at camp that one time and we was at Villanova and everybody out there hated us. Then I started thinking like, why does everybody hate what we're doing? You know, if we was out here saying that we come from the ancient tribe of Umfunfu, Tumare, then everybody would love us. If we said that we was agnostic, if we said that we was Pentecostal, if we said that we was Jehovah's Witnesses, everybody out here would not have a problem with it. But because we say keep the law, get off of drugs, get out of gangs, you know, get ourselves together so that, you know, the Lord doesn't have to be angry with us, and then people throw stuff at us for that, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in the truth. This is right. Because why the hell would the whole world hate us telling black people to get themselves together so that we don't have to be on the bottom? Who would hate that? Black people even fight us on that. Who would hate you telling people that we need to get ourselves together? Go ahead. Go ahead, say it in the mic. Uh-huh.
I was saying that even Christ's own hated him when he was bringing this to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they were choosing people who committed crimes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's crazy. His own people that supposed to be following Christ and love Christ and want to do what's right, they even reject him. So
Mm-hmm.
even a Christian can be like, yo, you know, we can do this and love Christ, but Christ had never followed Christmas and Thanksgiving and none of them things. Christ was telling you to stay away from all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But he hated Christ for them loving another God.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And Christ
Yeah.
is telling them don't love them guys.
Man, look, man. Well, you know what? I'll be like, oh man. You know, and you know, half of me. Okay, it's part of me that has compassion, of course, right? But then the other part of me be like, fuck those food stamps, right? It's a lot for my language. But I just be thinking sometimes like, now, not saying that for the people that need them, right? You old, you know what I mean? You need them. It's a lot for my language, right? But you old and you need them, or maybe if you young and you need them. But if you a bad bitch and you talking about, if you know, I'm just saying that I'm using that term loosely. If you claim yourself to be a bad bitch and you know what I mean, you getting niggas and you on, you know what I mean, you on food stamps, maybe that might be the thing that we might need. Maybe this might be the Lord, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to make us understand that we need to start focusing on how we gonna eat if the government don't give us no damn subsidies.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like I kind of like, that's the way I think. I think about like things like that. Go ahead.
If I could, sir, that when you bring it out, it's heavy because, you know, no food stamps is a gift. And them gifts destroyed our heart.
Right.
Because at a point in time, you know, back then, we had sharecroppers. And they know how to live off the land. You know how, you know, your grandma was out there picking string beans and she was planting the rows and, you know, planting potatoes and watermelon and corn. They know how to do them things. Now sisters don't.
Mm-hmm.
Brothers don't. We don't know how to live off the land no more. You know, Esau done got control of the market. He got control of the land. He got control of everything that we want. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he gifts that to us in a food stamp card to go buy his product. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
exactly.
It's still a circle of money going back to him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we don't make any funds off that. We don't
Exactly.
make any money. We don't have no control. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know, there's a brother at my slavery. He got a farm in Brazil. You know, he from Brazil. He got a farm in Brazil. And he said right now in Amazon, in the Amazon River, China got all the boats buying up all the soybean in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
They said they can't. He said China bought so much soybean that it shot it up, the soybean market up, just by buying their soybeans, buying all the soybeans.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why it's so important, man, that we get back to it. You know, like when we go out to these camping trips, man, Delaware,
sir,
man, bring your butt out there to the damn camping trip. I seen a lot, man. Look, I seen brother, man, when we was at the damn the slaughtering of the lambs, brothers was trying to cut the damn lamb. Like when I got up there, I cut the lamb's neck like, one swipe, fell swoop, and I cut his neck all the way back to it wasn't no more left. I almost cut his head off. Cause I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Some brothers was up there like cutting like you was cutting butter. The damn sheep was like, no. Golly, man. We gotta understand how to kill a goddamn animal. We can kill each other, and then you can get the hardest killer in the damn, you know, the block. And you be like, yo, slaughter this lamb. He'd be like, I don't know what to do. I can't shoot him, you know what I mean? So it's like, man, we gotta get back and start, and that's why I say we gotta get back to understanding, right, where we are in the earth, and then also we have to understand what's going on about this damn food. Why nobody is talking about, you know, maybe getting back to lentils. You know what I mean? Lentils, goddamn beans. Right. Lentils. Get back to lentils and rice. Right? Like, why are we out here talking about how we gonna go ahead and just rob the damn Walmart if they don't come out with the stamps? It's like, okay, if they don't come out with the stamps, what we gonna do? I brought it out earlier in the class, and I got you. We brought it out earlier in the class. This girl had put up on social media. She was like, yo, they want to cut off the snaps. We're not doing nothing for Black Friday. We're not doing Cyber Monday. We're not doing Thanksgiving. We're not doing this, right? Then I went on the post, you know what I mean? I don't really respond to nobody online, but I was like, well, what if they don't? What if they give us the SNAP benefits? Are we still not celebrating Thanksgiving, not doing Cyber Monday, not doing Black Friday? Nobody responded. Because guess what?
That was a hell of a response.
It's back on. If they give us the snaps, it's back on. Thanksgiving is back on. Cyber Monday is back on. And everything else is back on. So what does that say? That says that long as they give us food, we will do what you want us to do. Go ahead. Slakia.
You know what's crazy about the whole situation too, Otto? What you bringing up is like, them Walmarts is inside the neighborhood of the hood. Like, really think about it. If they go into them neighborhoods and going to these Walmarts inside your neighborhood, you are cutting out the food supply. Not only that, you are giving the president what he wants to.
Mm-hmm.
Trump wants you to call chaos because he want to send in who? The damn Slacky. He want to send in the daggone troops. He want to come inside your neighborhood and fortify that whole neighborhood. Get rid of everybody he can. So
exactly.
So why will you fall into that trap? Why would you even tear up your neighborhood? Because you're not going to the suburbs. You're not going to Wegmans, or you're not going to Costco's. You're not going to all these big name suburbs grocery stores. You're gonna go to the Walmart that's near your neighborhood, and you'll tear it up, and you will have no food. Your grandma can't get nowhere. SEPTA not taking you nowhere. Delaware Community bus is not taking you that far out. So how the hell you supposed to get food? You know what I'm saying?
Look, let me give an unpopular opinion, Tasha Yum. Niggas ain't hurting for food.
No.
Let me just say that. Niggas ain't hurting for food. Niggas got money. You got women with eyelashes and weave. The weave be like $500.
Yep, concert.
Bags. We look good. You'll see a woman that's 300 pounds with long Brazilian yaki running down her fat behind back talking about food. You know what I mean? Because we are going to look good, even though we're poor, right? You'll see a brother that don't got a car with Balenciagas on, right? Because we are going to look good, even though we're poor. We have the bread. It's just that we want to celebrate Thanksgiving so damn bad that we're willing to go in here and force Thanksgiving, right? Because it's just like when the Lord is trying to free you, it's just like the Lord was trying to free us back in Egypt.
Right.
The Lord is trying to free you, right? The Lord is showing you the white man is the devil, right? He's showing you that he's trying to cut off the food stamps. So he's the devil the Bible speaks of. And maybe we should start focusing on how we're going to put ourselves in a better position so that we don't have to go into a goddamn Walmart and run out with a cart of food. But we don't want to do that because we want to look good and we still want to get SNAP benefits, right? We want to look good and we still want to be in Section 8. See what I'm saying? We require the flesh pots. And this is why I say that a lot of those things, as far as, you know, with the SNAP benefits and what the Lord is trying to do for us, man, I think that the Lord is just trying to really make us understand what's going on with, you know, our food. You know, like civil rights never taught us that. We never even put a military in place to prevent us from going back into slavery again. If they wanted to put us back in slavery, man, I know niggas be like, yo, I got the gat. You going back in slavery. Go ahead.
Salakia, sir, if I may, did you, Salakia, sir, real quick, did you hear about what was going on with the Nigerians and Donald Trump? All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, Donald Trump, and then also Sudan, too. I've been seeing some videos about Sudan, man.
That's crazy.
They putting 100 people in a grave and then just burying them. I'm like, damn. So now the white man going to have to go and crush that nation. Because, you know, what they gonna do? They ain't got no drones. Go ahead.
I don't want to bring up other things too. You know, they've been shooting up the boats down there in the cartels.
Yeah,
They
that's a
shot
rough
up-
one right there.
They shot up so far a total of 15 boats that he had confirmed that he talk about, but they're doing more. And he also it's a proposal bill on the table that he said any boat that's going that off that Gulf in the Caribbean, they're gonna shoot to kill and they ain't gonna ask no questions.
Yeah. And you know, because a lot of those brothers down there, like in Venezuela and all of that, they made like cocaine their lifestyle. You know, like, you know, you got families that have like survived for generations. Like, imagine that. Your great grandma farmed coca leaves. Your grandmom farmed coca leaves. Your mom farmed coca leaves. Now you farm coca leaves. Like, it's like, you know, it's like, what else are you gonna do to make money? Because if the government is banning coca leaves down there, in South America, and they're banning it, you know how they go out with the helicopters and they're trying to pour stuff on the crops to kill the coca leaves, and then you make it, then you know that all you got to do is get it to America so that you can live and have something. I mean, why? I can understand why you would want to be out there on a boat, you know, like this, going towards America. You going, getting it. You ain't stopping. They know, goddamn, this boat ain't stopping. Like, cause if it's a boat that got like, you know, people just kind of chilling, you kind of just cruising a little bit. This boat be, you know, the waves, you hitting the waves and going up the boat. The boat is headed towards Miami. God damn. I can understand. Look, I can say that I understand why they're doing it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that it's right that, you know, they bring in coke,
Right.
but I can understand why they're doing it. Because what the hell else you gonna do? America that starved out the country. The dollar ain't nothing in Venezuela. The dollar is just on the ground.
They also, sorry, if I could, he also is going to bail out Argentina, which Argentina has the second largest Jewish population in Argentina, and he's going to bail them out by giving them like 20 billion and then possibly $40 billion to bail them out of the economy that they suffering in.
Yeah,
like,
because
you can't even give us money for anything else around here.
Yeah, but that's how America do though. America, what they'll do is they'll say, we'll give you $20 billion, but guess what? You know, you got to accept LGBT. It ain't going to be too long before they're going to be LGBT in Venezuela. You know, everything will be down there in Venezuela. Like, and that's why I say, you know, it's important that, you know, we understand what's going on, right? So that, you know, we can make the provisions so that we don't fall into the trap. That's why I be like, man, I don't know what people are thinking, especially in these times, because I mean, you got people. What phone is out right now? You got the iPhone 17?
He probably do.
Oh, I thought you was about to. You got it.
Do.
I knew you was about to get it. The iPhone 17. How much is it? $2,000, right? $2,000 for a phone to watch twerk videos. Damn, you could do that with a $50 phone. They got the $2,000 to watch twerk videos and goddamn fight videos and, you know, nothing smart. Instagram and Facebook.
That's it.
That's it. Like, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't sending no faxes. That's right. You ain't sending no fax. You ain't checking no daily stocks being traded. Nothing. You're not doing nothing on that phone. I know that the iPhone 17 does a whole lot of stuff. It got a whole lot of power. And all you doing on there is watching, like, yo, check this out. That's all you doing on it. You ain't doing nothing. They just got you for $2,000. And guess what? You're gonna make payments on that phone. You're gonna make payments, and you're gonna pay for the monthly service. And guess what? If you don't do it, they cutting it off, and it's gonna mess up your credit. That's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta understand what's going on. We ain't got no problem with food, man. Everybody got an iPhone 17, an iPhone 15. And then, you know, one thing, Thasiem, I saw the thing where women said they won't even talk to you if you got an Android.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you got an Android, you pull out that Android, they go like, he's a brokey, right?
What that mean?
No, I don't know. All right, so let's focus back in. Endurance, right? Let's go to Let me go to Matthew 12 and 43. All right. I got a few more. I got some scriptures, man. We getting it on. All right.
12 and 43.
Mm-hmm. Let me get there with you. Matthew 12 and 43. I know y'all know this one. Bedrock right here.
All right, sir, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 12 and verse 43. When an unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places seeking rest.
That's the first battle that a brother gonna get in the truth, man. That's the first battle you gonna get, right? When that demon leave, that's the first battle, right? Read on.
And Slakia, dry places seeking rest and find none.
Right, because remember, when you come into the truth and you stop smoking weed, or you stop smoking cigarettes, or you stop, you know what I mean, being a whoremonger, or you stop doing the things that you were doing before you came into the truth, now those demons that you had on you, now those demons are going to walk through dry places, right? Because they always going to want to get back in you. Because remember this, remember when Christ cast the demons into the pigs, what did the demons say to Christ before he did it? I know y'all know. Anybody? Before Christ cast the demons into the pigs, what did the demons say to Christ? Anybody online? Young man Timmy, can you give me that water back there? The water, I appreciate it. Anybody know what the demon said to Christ before he cast the? You can come up before before the demons got cast into the water. I appreciate it. Before the demons got cast into the pigs, what did the demon say to Christ?
Let me give it to you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. He said, hold on. It said, let me get to this is the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 29.
Mm-hmm.
They said, it said, Salakia?
Somebody had it.
Sister Kanah, she said, if you cast us out, send us into the pig.
No, right before
that.
It says, verse 29, it says, and behold, they cried out, saying, what have we to do with thee?
Mm-hmm.
Yet Jesus, the Son of God, are thy come hither to torment us before the time?
Before the what?
Before the time.
That's what I wanted, Dosh. Before the time. Why are they saying that before the time? Are you going to cast us out before the time? All right, anybody could just say it.
Because I'm thinking it's because they're saying before the judgment, before the final judgment. That's how I'm thinking they're saying it.
You on to it. But before the time. Like, why are they saying, why are you casting us out before the time?
How to put it? Because the demons had a time on them.
You warm, man. You warm. Go ahead.
Man, I'm saying the demon had he got a purpose too, to make sure that he put him to the test. So he said, you could cast us out before the test is over.
What's the time though? What time is it?
No. What the bro?
What's the time though?
Hold on, Cap.
I'm not gonna say it. Anybody got it online?
No, nobody. Before the man, let me see. Sister said before the man fought the mall. That's not it. She said she was paraphrasing. Sister Kanah.
Before the time.
He said, this is a good question.
Y'all want me to give it to you?
Concept.
Before the death.
I said that. I said it.
You didn't say that.
I didn't say that.
I said that when I said Mr. Twab. I said it when
He
I
didn't
was
say
here.
that though. Well, that's like
When I
it.
was right here, not when I was at the mic. I said it, the cross.
No.
It felt Christian like to say it. That's why I ain't
But
say
before
it.
the death?
I said the cross.
Yeah.
I should have said the death.
Yeah, before, because remember, what are demons there to do? They're there to kill you. Yeah, he said, don't cast us out before the time, because the time is when you die. And then they'll leave. Right?
It was enjoying it.
Right. But a demon leaves right before you're about to die.
Concept.
Yeah, the demon's gone. Because when you jump off a goddamn roof, or you jump off a building, that demon leave you right then and there. And you be like, God damn. And now before you hit that ground, you realize that now, damn, I made a decision to jump off this damn bridge. Because that demon is gone now. And so now the demon, because remember, the demon left before, because Christ was trying to get the demon out before the time. Right? And that's why they was like, okay, well, all right, we'll send us into these pigs over here. And that's what Christ did. You know what I mean? He sent them into the pigs, and the pigs jumped off and did what? Killed themselves. Right? All right, boom. So when an unclean spirit is going out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest, and findeth none. Then he saith, what? I will return unto my house from whence I came out. And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished. Meaning that the demon wants to get back in you, but the demon understands that now you're in the truth. And now, you have more, what's that word called? You have more
sensitivity.
you jogging my memory. Like your walls are built up more. It's more fortified now. You know what I mean? Because now you in the truth. You want to say something?
Hold on, I'm thinking of what you're trying to say. How can I put it? I know it's not.
It's like like before when the demons were coming, you didn't have that wall built up. But now that you came into the truth, now you're stacking those bricks up. But those bricks are pretty strong now. So now the demon is like, look, I got to get back in this person. But now he's finding that now you're not dirty anymore. Everything is swept. Like their house is clean now. It's swept and garnished, right? But let's read on.
Verse 45.
Right. But see, what I wanted to bring out too was that now that that it's come that he found it empty, swept, and garnished. He wants to get back in. Why? Because the demon understands you. The demon understands that you like a certain thing. So now that demon is going to do the things that the demon knows that you like. You wanted to say something, Dash?
Nah, sir, I was going to finish reading.
Go ahead.
All right, this is Matthew chapter 12 and verse 45. Then goeth he and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself.
Mm-hmm.
And they enter in and dwell there. And dwell there. And the last state of that man is worse than the first.
Yeah.
Even so shall it be also until this wicked generation. Verse 46.
This is why endurance is important. This is why your endurance in the truth is important. Because remember, demons leave you for a season, and then they come back, and then they leave, and they come back,
right?
And they leave, and then they come back. That's how it works. You think that just because you get higher rank, demons don't still try to tempt you and still try to do things to get you off of what you've been taught, right? Those things still happen. But when you come into the truth and you sit in these classes and you get the understanding on how to fight demons and the tools necessary for you to be able to come out victorious on the other end, you learn that by being in here. You think you're gonna fight a demon that been with you since the goddamn garden? Right. The demon's been around way more. They ancient just like you are. You know what I'm saying? I say that word ancient because we've been here, over and over, right? So but that demon is ancient, more ancient than you are. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You probably had that same vice in a different world. You know what I mean? A different lifetime. You probably still was a drunk in the medieval ages, right? you falling out and getting drunk and falling in the straw. You fall, they wake you up like they roll you over, you got straw all over your face. Right? So the demon been around long before you even could conceive of it. So you better be careful, all right? And that's why being here in the truth, man, we understand and we can help you how to fight those demons. Go ahead.
That's why it's important to keep your house clean. Making sure that you make your election sure, because that demon come back. You don't notice it though, but sometimes that demon, you think your house is clean, whatever, that demon moves something around.
Right, because hey, I see why you're looking around like that. Because remember, that demon is big and the demon is tall and that demon is beautiful. Right. Mm-hmm. Right? It ain't ugly like how, they try to make you seem like, like movies will make it seem like a demon is ugly and it's easy to stay away from a demon that's real ugly. But that demon is nice and that demon looks real good. Look, people will still smoke cigarettes even though it say it causes cancer. People will still eat them noodles. Remember the noodles? Remember the noodles? This went viral. Them Baduk noodles, whatever it says that they cause cancer on the damn pack, and people still getting them because they just that damn good, right? And that's what it is. You know what I mean? It's like we got to understand that these demons that we're dealing with, they're it's something else. But you got to have the endurance and the truth, right? And the mental fortitude to be able to fight. All right, let me get a couple more scriptures. I want one with endurance. All right, let me get one with endurance.
If I could, sir.
Can
I ask the people that's watching and get them likes up?
Yeah.
If y'all could, Bubba Kashar, get them likes up. We got 17 people, one like. Come on.
Yeah, man. Because but this is what people do when they be like, "Yo, like the video," they be like this. Their head be going like this. They be like. He was like,
the demon control.
You gotta be like.
Yeah. Sad, man. It's crazy.
You can't control it, man.
Lights up. They
won't do it. That's how it be. But let me get two more scriptures. All right. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha 2 and 1. That's crazy.
Get up there.
Ecclesiasticus and the Apocrypha 2 and 1. I got my Apocrypha from the beginning. I'm glad I found this joint.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Mm-hmm.
Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Constantly what?
Constantly endure.
That's the damn class right there. Endurance. Keep going.
And make not haste in time of trouble.
Right. That's what we got to do here, man. Is we got to endure in the truth. right? I don't give a damn if you've been here 5, 10, 20 years. You got to endure. What the hell? Where's your excuse? Commander General Yohana been here over 40, and he still do classes every Monday. I'd be like, damn, sometimes I be in the bed. And Commander General Yohana's show is going live, right? Every single Monday, week after week after week after week after week after week. So if you want to fashion yourself or model yourself after somebody, then use him, right? Use him, because that's the definition of what endurance is, right there. Every time even when you don't even want to, even when you like, man, I don't even know what's on right now, and you turn in and you see Commander General Yohana's show going. You like, damn, I forgot that it was on tonight, but it's still on. That's what you always want to make sure you're doing, is always constantly enduring in the truth. Let me get 1 Peter 4:12, and we'll end it right there. It's already 8, almost 9. I know everybody right now is ready not to endure till 9:30.
This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you.
Right. You're right. Because remember, when you come into the truth, it is going to come with things that's going to try you, right? You ain't going to want to go to camp, but you need to go. You ain't going to want to come to class, but you need to go. You ain't going to want to cook dinner for class, but you need to cook it, right? The fiery trial is going to come. But remember, we ain't resisting on the blood. Ain't nobody coming smacking the fire out your mouth, right, for coming into the truth. No. So all we require you to do is get here for 2 stinking hours, you know what I mean? And while you're here, grab a chair, right? That kind of rhyme right there. While you're here, grab a chair. You know what I mean? That's what the Lord requires of you, right? Go ahead.
As though some strange thing happened unto you.
Mm-hmm.
But rejoice in as much as ye are partakers of Christ's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy.
There you go, man. That's all it's about. That's all we're here to do. Brotherhood class, sisterhood class, that's all we're here to do. You know what I mean? It's just to give you something to look forward to, man. I think that every brother, every sister need to be up in this truth, and you need to be putting your brick in and stop sitting home on the sideline, especially if you're a brother. If you're a brother and you sitting home, you know, watching everybody from the sidelines, but you always got something to say on Instagram or social media, you are a punk. And nobody ever told you in your life that you're a punk and that you don't need to be saying anything, because you are not even in the game. You are a sideline cheerleader, you know what I mean? And you basically, you know, have no merit on anything, because you are less than a man, because you can't even go out on this, even get down with something that's going to even attempt to try to free your people. So you are a sucker, right? And that goes for women too. You know what I mean? You can't even come in here because you so hell bent on, you know, a man having one wife. That, I mean, even though any nigga that you ever talk to in a club in the world is going to have more than one woman, you think that he's just a single man and he's only going to talk to you on the phone. You think that this nigga don't got 5 other women that he talking to?
Maybe 10.
Maybe 10.
Or more.
Why in 2025 are people so damn stupid? I don't know.
It's the weed.
It's the weed. It gotta be the weed. Because man, these women out here believe in fairy tales. Literally, these songs is like ridiculous. You know? And they be like, if women don't even got one nigga, women, you know what I mean? The women out here like, you know, I'm messing with this nigga, I'm messing with that nigga, I get these niggas. And you think that a nigga is gonna be like, hey, baby, you're my only one that I'm ever gonna talk to, and he's gonna get SHITTED on while you just, you know, handle him any kind of way because you listen to Megan Thee Stallion? You think he's gonna sit here and just give you all his money? These women are crazy. I'm glad I was born in the 80s, man. I was born in the 80s. I ain't gotta worry about that. Yeah, it's rough, man. Yo, man, Timmy boy, you got hell, man. You know what I mean? Because I tell you right now, the natural progression of a woman is you're gonna meet her, she's gonna be dope, y'all gonna have a relationship, y'all gonna start fighting, and then y'all gonna have a baby, and she's gonna put you on child support. And that's the story until the child is 18 years old. They're gonna garnish your wages until you're 18 years old, until the baby's 18. That's it. That's the trajectory of relationships in 2025. It was even in I don't know, the 90s and the early 2000s. That's it. You're gonna meet a woman, and then y'all gonna be cool at first. Then y'all gonna have a baby, and then y'all gonna start fighting, and she's gonna hate everything about you. And then she's gonna go to the white man and put you on papers. And then they're gonna garnish your wages, every single job you ever get until that baby is 18. End of story. Love story in America, right? And if you're married, yeah, she's getting half of everything.
It's crazy.
That's it. I mean, what do you want to say? We've seen so many examples, right? Go ahead.
But he's still not gonna get rid of her. You're gonna be at every baby shower, every wedding, every grandchild graduation. You will see her for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Now that's a happy ending.
Yeah. That's it, man. Happy ending, man. I remember my daughter's mother, man. She, you know, she had a new dude. You know what I mean? She had got a new dude, and I was at my daughter's graduation. She was with the new guy, man. I was like, so yeah, man. You know, I ended up being cool with that nigga, man. Like, I guess we both here. You got a kid and I got one.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, man?
Who your favorite sports?
Yeah, you like baseball? You like football? That's relationships in America. Go ahead.
It's like it'd be kind of weird.
Yeah,
Cause you the first. Like,
yeah, it's like
you been at first. Like the nigga know you had everything.
What's up, dog?
You had everything before him. Slocky.
Like, what's up, dog? You good? All right, man.
Yo, Slocky, if I could, can you imagine that brother just looking at you? Like, can you imagine?
Yeah,
the animosity that brother has for you, because he know that he'd never be first.
Yeah,
you know, he'd be second to you.
And guess what, man? You know, he's on child support now too, man. I was on child support first, man. I'm off, and now it's your turn.
Yeah, nice.
That's relationships in America for you, man. So you want to make sure that you enduring constantly in this truth. You don't fall off. I don't give a damn how long you've been in the truth, a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. You want to make sure that you constantly enduring in this truth. If you a sister, get in here and make some goddamn spaghetti or lasagna with 6 different cheeses. Get in here, do what you got to do, support the prophets, right? That's how you endure in this truth. That's how you stay strong, man, when it comes to serving the Lord. And with that being said, I'm going to turn the class over to Priest and Officer Taziad. You just got to turn the you got it. Okay, you got it. Okay, most time correct. Yeah, just turn the camera so that you can show the brother up there. You can actually turn it. You could actually turn it too if it don't get you all anywhere you need to be.
Good. Good.
Concept. You good.
There's ISUPK security announcement. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother and sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to learn and shed themselves in the world. If they need transportation, the teachers will arrange it. After 6 months, if the brother and sister was in an interest of a particular person, they are to seek counsel from their heads. Make sure you go seek counsel for the camp leader or the leader of your city. Don't go to another brother and secretly go behind their backs and then go do something. It'll be a big mess.
Mhm.
righteously. That's the reason why we got rules in far as marriage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It keep you out of count.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21. Aisha 3:8. Malachi 3:8-10. Means something in Hebrew. Aisha 10% of every penny of the increase of the Lord give to General Mayat or teachers preach fund. You know what I'm saying? Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whoever among you would like. All right. So if you still want to give a bottle to the school, that's fine. Bring your groceries in here. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Bring them in here. You know what I'm saying? So we can righteously give it back out to the community. You know what I'm saying? Because brothers and sisters out here still need something to eat. If you want to know about Israelite groups, I think you're supposed to just pay in groceries. But bring your groceries in here. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave them in the grocery store. Bring them in here. We know what the people are. Let's see. Upcoming holy convocation is feast dedication, right?
Concert.
What's the date?
December 24th. Is it 24th?
December 20th.
It's somewhere around there.
December 24th. Just check the calendar. We got the new calendar up on online. Just check that date. Get that date. Let me see. Remind Akim and Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. With that, Amaju, you get one person salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Amaju Shabbat, Amaju, Barak,
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatam.
Captain Top, Sorry, Captain Sisters. Get one courage salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amaju Shabbat, Amaju, Barak,
Yahweh Shema Atam Hashem Yahushua.
Captain Top, dismiss. I don't want to break the alpha. I don't want to break the alpha.
That's yeah, right.
I want to